when you guys are ready back there. But we'll start out, Coach, if you give an opening statement, then we'll go with questions to the players so they can get up and get changed.
The game was kind of an epitome of what our season was like, honestly. We got off to a really rough start. It looked really bad. And like these kids have done all year, they're extremely resilient. They don't ever blink. Nobody on the sideline was down. We just were steady. I thought the play of the game when we were 14-0 and Owen took a real shot to his head and the kid's helmet got knocked off and he just jumped right up. And then we score on that drive, the great play by Jamel Hardy to get us going. And then our defense just wouldn't let off of them, and we just kept getting the ball back. Other than the punt return and a lot of penalties on defense, that's about as good as we can do it.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions for Shad and Owen.
Owen, you guys come away with a 7-6 overall record. What does that mean to have a winning season this year?
Yeah, obviously, not the overall record we want, obviously chasing the championship, but like Coach said, showed a lot of resilience all season, bounced back when we needed to. I think, like you said, this game was really a true reflection of the season. Went down early, came out the gates a little slow, and then picked it up. Obviously, it's easy when you have a great defense and led by guys like Shad.
Owen, Coach mentioned the hit you took early in the game. Can you take us through that play and just what that felt like in that moment?
Well, I think, in my mind, I'm a little undersized, so I just think all these hits are going to look bad. But obviously,
it looked bad.
Yeah, that's what my brother told me right after the game. But just trying to go make a play. I get to talking so much, preaching half. Sometimes I forget to buckle it like I've done in the past. So it's kind of a little wake-up call for me to get back, a little break from football. But just overall glad we got the win.
Is it important for a team leader to pop up as quickly as you did on that play? Is that something you do intentionally?
Yeah, team leader or really just anybody. That's kind of the standard. If you get knocked down, you get back up. I know it's a little cliche, but that's really the message we preach. That's physical toughness. That was our coach pro of the week. So I guess that play just exemplified it.
How important was that mindset for your team all year? You guys bounced back from a lot of down moments to have a winning season in the end of the day.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a huge testament to our program. Didn't blink, good or bad. We responded the right way and really did that again tonight.
Shad even mentioned to me before, he's been in some really good places. And we had some tough losses. And he'd come to me and find me and Coach, we're going to be fine. This is the best cultured locker room I've ever been in, and we're going to be fine. And that always made me feel good because Shad's played at some really good spots. Because, you want your leaders to be able to tell you what's really going on in the locker room. And every team's got a couple of knuckleheads. I'm not saying we're all angels, but the majority of our kids really do the right thing most of the time.
Shad, how will you remember the resilience of this team and what fueled that?
When I think about this team, I just think about how my high school team was. Even though I was only here for a year, not even a year, but it just feel like, brother, I say this almost every week, but everybody's just so close, and it was so easy to connect, with everybody, coaches, players, strength staff, no matter who it was. Everybody in the building is easy to connect with, and it's fine being at other places and stuff like that, but they don't got the love that it is here, so.
Yeah, and I'll say that about Shad. There's no one that complains about the transfer portal and what it's doing to college football more than I do. But Shad Banks is one of the wonderful stories of it all. I'm so grateful he came into my life. It'll be like I coached him his whole career. That's just how you feel when you know Shad. And I've never seen somebody transform their body as much as this kid has. And I can't wait to watch his pro day. Some team will have a really hard time cutting Shad Banks from their roster, I can promise you.
Owen, you're 3-0 in bowl games. It wasn't that long ago there was no bowl wins here at this program. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's huge. I think, looking back at it, obviously I wish, we were chasing championship year after year. But, we were dealt with bowl games, so our job is to go out there and win it. And like you said, 3 in a row, sounds good. So.
Shad,
what changed after their opening possession defensively?
Of course you're gonna be, rattled a little bit, but everybody came together. We talked it over, and it turned out real quick. you know, everybody, we knew what we had to do. We knew that, you know, they made those plays because of what we didn't do. So we just got that right, and yeah.
We had kind of prepared on, you know, early, you know, in bowl games, there's going to be a bunch of stuff you hadn't seen. And all that stuff they did, we had not seen. We had not prepared those kids at all for that. And you know eventually they're going to run out of those plays. And they're going to have to get back to their base offense eventually. And, you know, they just kind of got back to their base offense eventually. But they had a really great opening series planned, and they executed it very well with a lot of misdirection, 2 quarterbacks on the field. You know, we just had to weather the storm, and it didn't help. We punted right into them and missed 3 tackles and made it 14-0, which makes the defense feel like they're really playing terrible, and they really only gave up 1 drive.
Coach, at the end of the game, with the way that your team is resilient, did you really think you were going to avoid the Gatorade battle?
You know, I've gotten old enough that when I tell them to not do that, they do respect me slightly. So we actually weathered the storm a lot. We got Joe Price, that was planned by me. We got Hunter Ritterman, that was planned by me. We got Lep, that was planned by me. So I thought we were out of water. But man, we weren't. The worst part was once they tackled me, which is ridiculous, that when they piled on me, which they deserved another penalty if we had enough, and then they dumped me with I can't even tell you how much water and ice to the next one, but it was bad.
Owen, have you thought about your future? I know it's a weird question, but are you coming back next year?
Yeah, that's the plan. You know, I have to put on my best recruiting cap. Obviously, want to keep guys like Devin McCune, Patrick Overmeyer, Will Henderson. That's kind of my focus now leading this offseason. Y'all saw what those guys mean to this team, and so yeah, it's the goal to try to keep those guys back.
Can we appeal somehow and get Shad another year? There's got to be
Yes,
some
please.
way, man.
Shad, what does it mean to you to go out with a winning season the way that you guys did, finishing it off today?
You know, man, at the end of the day, I came here because I wanted to win. We underachieved, you know, in our eyes, but we still got a championship, you know what I'm saying? So, that was just my whole thing. I just wanted to play, I wanted to win games, and I knew that this program could do that. So, yeah, it just means a lot.
It made me feel good. Yesterday, Shad came to me to say, I don't know when he told me exactly, but he's like, Coach, this is the first time I've ever been like in a bowl where I know I'm a major contributor and a part of the bowl. And it's like I said earlier, it is one of the great stories of the transfer portal and getting Shad Banks and the winning tradition of North Shore.
Anything else for players? We'll let them go. If you're done with Coach as well, he's probably good to go too. Anybody?
Jeff, we could ask you about some of the guys we didn't see, Robert Henry, David Amador, Trevor Timmons, Kendrick Blackshire. Were those all injuries, or is it not that?
Robert was a decision by me. I just thought it was smart to protect a running back that's going to get drafted to the National Football League. And I made that decision. It was not Robert. Robert wanted to play. I wouldn't let him play. Trevor had to have surgery on his knee. He wanted to play. He could not. Kendrick Blackshire had to have surgery on his knee. He wanted to play. He could not. Who else did you ask me about? I'm sorry, Greg.
Kendrick Blackshire, did you say?
I did. Surgery. David Amador, he got hurt in the East Carolina game and hurt it worse in the Army game with his foot. He tried to go. He just couldn't go. He wanted to play.
Jeff, you had a few bad leg injuries. It looked like. You have any indication what happened to those guys tonight?
Neither one of them looked good. It's one of the saddest things for Marcellus and Bryson, 2 wonderful kids. I pray they're going to be okay, but it doesn't look good right now.
Because of the situation with Trevor Timmons, Demetrius Allen got to start. He's been here. The only guy's been here longer than you. Get to start his final college game. What did that moment mean to you guys?
It was great until he got his silly personal foul penalty, and then he gave up a sack, and I had to be mean to Meach, and I didn't want to be mean to Meach. He's older than I am, pretty much. But I love Meach. He's from Mississippi. He's a good kid, and I'm glad he got to play. Him and Big Kamar got to go out there, and I can't wait to watch the video, see how they played. They're very close. And I know Owen got sacked once and because of Big Meach, but other than that, he must have done okay. We put 57 on.
All right, everybody good?
Thank y'all.
Thank
Yeah,
you, guys.
thanks, Jeff.
Great job,